everybody, and we're back with another episode of Two Dope Ass Grandma. And I am one of your hosts, Day, and I'm with my partner in crime.
PJ.
What's good, boo?
What's happening, baby?
What's good? We're just back from Cabo.
Ooh, Cabo was nice too.
Yeah, I brought back a whole burnt piece of toast over here.
She been telling me I look like an old leather belt. So that's kind of been my nickname is old leather belt.
I had to check her social security number. I didn't know who the hell she was. I was like, who is this woman?
Yeah, it's still me. I'm just a little toasty.
Lord have mercy, like a burnt piece of toast.
But Cabo was great.
Cabo was beautiful. I celebrated my 52nd birthday. Yes, Cabo was amazing. I'm sure our beautiful editor, Katina, will flash up some pictures from Cabo.
Yeah. We were in San Jose, Puerto.
Yes.
Puerto.
We was in a couple of parts of Cabo. Yes.
Yeah. And then we did go into Los Cabos for dinner. But
yes,
it was an amazing trip. But we're back.
We're back in Chicago.
Which is still beautiful. It's still summertime, Sean.
Yes.
So what we talking about today, boo?
Oh, we have a lot of things to talk about. But we had to put somebody in the hot seat for this episode that we did not want to put in the hot seat. We went back and forth about this.
We did, and
we had to be fair.
Yeah, we had to be fair, and this is someone. It's a female, someone we really like, and that, we really rock with. In fact, I am wearing a shirt. I don't know if y'all can see.
Oh, even Coco upset about that we had to put on the hot seat. She cried.
It's an Angel Reese from the Chicago Sky T-shirt, and she is in the hot seat today.
Yes, we put Chi-Town Barbie. Well, actually, Miss Chi-Town Barbie recently took Chi-Town Barbie off of her Instagram recently. Shady much.
So I'm kind of wearing this T-shirt because although I don't believe it, I refuse to believe it, that she won't still be with the team. She's too talented. She's too popular. At least that's just what I believe. That I hope the Sky ownership would not be crazy to trade her away. If they do, I hope we get a lot in return. But anyway, I'm a big fan, so I am wearing my Angel Reese Sky T-shirt today because she is in our hot seat.
Yeah, well, she's unhappy with the front office, with the Chicago Sky organization right now.
She is. It was a tough year. I mean, we didn't make the playoffs. I think our record was just as bad as it was last year. I would have to check.
Yes, definitely.
If it was better, it wasn't by much. But we didn't make the playoffs. We didn't have a good showing. Angel was hurt. I don't know.
Yes, she was.
Last maybe 5 games. She didn't play. And then she also, she was suspended. I remember Boo was like, Angel got suspended. And that was because she had too many technicals. It's the same rule in the NBA. Once you get so many technicals, which generally is you're arguing with the ref. So once you get so many of those, then you have to sit out a game. So she had to sit out a game. So that was... that kind of started this sort of role of bad press for Angel, unfortunately. And it feels like people like to sort of just beat on her for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because she's just very confident. She's, she had all the back and forth with Caitlin Clark back in her college days, but that's over.
But that was way back when.
And for some reason, people just still seem to hate on her, and it just... I don't know what the deal is. I like her. She's a good player. She led the league in rebounds this year. She did
what she calls me bounds.
Me bounds. I love that.
Yeah, she trademarked that.
She said rebounds. She bounds. Rebounds. She me bounds.
Whatever it
bounds.
is,
they're me bounds. I love that. Yeah, so, people kind of give like all she does is rebound, but rebounding is very important.
Right. Shaq is, he was very important with rebounding, right?
Yeah. Shaq was also, a scorer, very dominant player. She's working on getting dominant from an offensive
Yeah,
place, but
she's
she's
not
not there
good
yet.
with layups. Or Camilla.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
working on
come
that
on.
part. I mean, they're tall girls. You can be a little sometimes
You're right
awkward.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always going to be the one. Pam is so. Pam is. Pam is going to extend race.
Well, I played the sport, babe, and I
I know
know
you're a
that
baller.
it doesn't. It's not so easy to score. Now
I
they are
know.
taller ladies, but again, it's about coordination. It's about setting up your shot, getting in the right
I get
position,
it.
going up short. It's a lot of things, but much better this year. I know. I
Yes,
noticed that she and Camilla were much better their
they are.
second year.
Whoever that they're working with in the off season,
Continue.
yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Um, I'm only 5'3.5". So what do I know? I'm just thinking, if you're that tall and you're that close, I'm like, put it in.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the
But what do
expectations
I
are
know?
high.
I'm just sitting in the stands and like, get it in there.
It's a fair expectation, babe. It's a fair expectation.
Yeah.
Um, so
But
back
let's talk
to
about
yeah,
what
yeah.
she said that was inappropriate. And it's just some things that, like it's me and you, we talk, pillow talk, right?
Some things you keep in house.
Yeah.
Something you keep private, you keep with the family. You don't go out of the family. And this is where Angel had some challenges. I guess she did an interview with the Chicago Tribune, which is one of it's the sort of the largest, only sort of big paper left
I
in
know they was
Chicago.
excited about printing this.
And Angel's frustrated, and she has every right to be frustrated. She had a coach that she really enjoyed and felt like was building something around
Teaspoon.
with Teaspoon.
Yes.
They got rid of her abruptly after one season.
We was all upset about that.
Yes, they
I almost cried.
absolutely. They bring in a new coach, and again, not much better or any better than they were last year. And she just is tired of losing. So
Yeah.
she was frustrated, and she made some comments. Particularly, one of the quotes was, "I'm not settling for the same shit we did this year. I'd like to be here for my career, but if things don't pan out, obviously, I might have to move in a different direction and do what's best for me." Now, again, I'm sure a lot of players would feel the same way, right? But again,
You don't say that to a newspaper.
she
You
yeah.
say it to your mother, you say it to your brother, you say it to your best friend. You don't say it to the newspaper, you say it to your teammates.
Well, it just that I felt that was really again out of the frustration that the team did not fare better this year than they did last year, and then she kind of doubled down, and what got a little tougher here is that she made some comments about teammates.
Right.
Specifically, she said we can't rely on Courtney to come back. Courtney Vandersloot she's 38 years old. She's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was wrong.
She had tore her ACL, so she was out. I think she's trying to get back. But anyway, she says we can't rely on Courtney to come back at the age that she's at. I know she'd be a great asset for us, but we can't rely on that. We need someone probably a little younger with some experience, someone who's been playing the game and is willing to compete for a championship and has done so before. Now, they do have a young point guard that actually I believe they played together for a while. White girl, she's really good. Well, she was good in college. She's okay here in the WNBA, but
Who is that?
her what's her name? I'm looking at her
In the sky?
Yeah, Van Leaf, Haley Van Leaf.
Oh, yeah.
Haley Van Leaf. I mean, she's scrappy,
Okay.
really scrappy, short.
Yeah.
White girl, played for LSU and then transferred. I can't remember where she went after she left LSU, but she had she played a little bit better her senior year. She's always been really good, really scrappy, I would say, type player, but not like not like the best point guard in the NBA, WNBA
She
yet.
has
She's
potential.
a lot of potential, still working on her game. But I think the challenging part was that Angel specifically called out a position.
She shouldn't have.
You know, she's center forward. She called out the guard position specifically. So your teammates are gonna feel a way that you're
that.
calling out positions, and you're still very young in this league
Yeah.
and still have a lot to learn. So
She's cocky.
she is cocky, but I don't feel like she's arrogant. I feel like she wants to win. She won at the college level. I believe she had success in high school, so she wants that winning to translate over to the WNBA,
Yeah.
and she wants the team to be better and to compete, and for I believe the organization to make sure they're doing all they can to put the right players, in place, not just around her, like she has to be the centerpiece, but the right players in place so that they can, make an impact.
Somebody should work with her, PR and media.
Absolutely.
That's part of who should work with her in the off season on what not to say and what should she say when she speaks to the media now. This is just a hard learning lesson.
She apologized to her teammates. She apologized to the team.
They still
coaches.
looking at her with the side eye.
Probably a little bit. I mean, you're going to have to win their trust back. And if you know anything about sports, trust is everything.
Yeah.
You have to feel like the people that, you're going into battle with, playing with every night, that they got your back, you got their back.
Yeah.
And so she probably lost a little, she lost some points out of the trust bank.
Yeah.
And she's going to have to fill that back up again and put back into that. But I think Angel can do that. You know what I mean? Again, she apologized. She's, I'm sure that's going to be something that she works on, over the off season.
Yeah.
Hey, we can't be so hard on her. She's young.
No, I'm not hard on
So
Angel.
young.
I am a big Angel fan. I'm not hard on her. I'm just thinking about what she can do from a PR standpoint. We have forgotten about that. I'm just thinking about teammate wise,
Yes.
what could be done.
Yeah.
Everybody else has forgotten about this and moved on.
Yeah, and
We on other things
besides
now.
apologizing, she may have sent everybody a little gift. She just came out with her Reebok.
Right.
Hopefully she
Sneakers is
gave.
not gonna do that. Sneakers not gonna
All
this,
right, babe.
not this. Courtney looking at her like, girl, I'm about to the way Asia got on her during Candace's retirement, the way Asia got on them that
The way they beat them. Yeah, they
was so
beat 'em bad.
bad.
Yeah, they
You
did
would
beat 'em
have
bad.
thought Angel
That was the last
upset
game.
with
The last game we attended was Candace Parker's retirement,
you
jersey
thought
retirement.
Asia was upset with them.
Well, let's say first of all, the team we played them pretty tightly for
We
about
did.
3 quarters.
We did.
Actually,
And
4
towards
quarters.
the end,
Actually, 4 quarters. They had to come back towards
That's
the end
true.
and make some pretty good plays.
and then
Asia
was like,
she had to come
on
with it,
now,
right.
stop.
But we don't have no business competing with the Aces. I
That's
mean, this
true.
guy know that. But it
That's
was Candace
true.
Parker's jersey retirement. We had a
That's
lot of
true.
people in the house. Carmen, Jennifer Hudson, obviously Candace and her people, family. So, we wanted to do well, wanted to play well. So I think they did as well as they can. Anyway, I think to your point, what Angel has to do to repair that relationship with her teammates. I'm sure she's working on that. I'm sure whether it be notes, phone calls, checking up on people.
Yes.
All of them aren't going to be your teammate necessarily next year, but at least the core folks, the people that you really rock with. Like I say, her and Haley Van Lith were on the same team for LSU, so I'm assuming they have some type of personal relationship. I have to imagine that she said something to Haley like, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens. That happens.
All right, Angel. I mean, if she's still on the team, because
She better be.
I feel like
You know what?
she's
Let's put
looking
that
for
in
a
the air.
trade.
Let's put that in the air. Let's put that in the air, in the universe, that she will continue to be with the Chicago Sky. I mean, she is our most popular player currently on the team.
Town Barbie off her
She's frustrated.
Instagram.
She's frustrated that can come back. we'll just let. Sometimes people need a break. It's like, what I mean. You take a little break in a relationship, and maybe you take that person's pictures off your Instagram for a little while, and then circle the block and throw them old pictures right on back up there.
Wait, who did that recently? Circle the block and came back. We just talked about that. Somebody just did that recently.
I think we said Young and May.
Yeah.
We
Ooh,
did.
Young and May just circled the block. But we ain't even gonna go
You ain't
there.
even
But she
go there.
did. Because we love Young and May, but she did just circle the block.
We were
one
just
day.
a little surprised because that ex did kind of aired her out, kind of. But love is love. Love is love. What can you do? It's a lot of circling in the block that happens. So we what I mean, we're not gonna put anybody down for that.
Yeah, and on to the next hot seat.
The next hot seat, and I'm kind of leading the hot seat discussion
the shenanigans.
Because I'm definitely probably keep in touch with sort of the pop culture type stuff more.
He does, and you would think, I don't know why. You would think that I do, but actually, Pam is like the Wendy Williams of the household. She's like gossip. She's gossiping.
I like to keep her informed because sometimes things are being talked about and she'd be like, babe, what's going on? What are they talking about? Why is this? And sometimes I want to make sure, it may not be something that's really a topic that she's necessarily interested in, but if people are talking about it, I just want her to know, hey, this is the scoop. This is why everybody's talking about so-and-so or whatever.
Kim is in tune. She got her ear to the streets about all the ghetto tea.
Well, when we found Cardi was pregnant, who did I tell you the baby was by?
She did. We had a little bet. I was like, I feel like Cardi is the type of woman that we want all of her kids by the same baby daddy. It was just something in me. I was like, I just feel like it wasn't Stephon. Like, I just feel like she thought it just went back.
She thought Offset, I just came back and, circled the block once or twice, and that, boom, baby.
And she was like, nah.
Nah, I said that's Stephon.
And when it came back, I was like, damn, you wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I did let her know. Oh, we did bet. I forgot.
Yeah, but we didn't put no money on it. But we did put a bet recently on around. What was that bet last night we just made?
Oh, I can't remember. I thought that
yeah, we can't tell that bet. We can't tell that bet. Yeah, we can. Well, you know what we made that bet on.
Oh, yeah.
We can't tell that bet. But it's around a drink.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll know by next Wednesday.
What?
We be making private bets.
We be making bets like you think. Anyway, the other hot seat. So as I was keeping her abreast of things, because this is also sort of interesting from a legal standpoint, that Young Thug, his
So introduce a Young Thug is the second one on the hot seat. I usually do the introduction. She just skipped over that. Young Thug is on the hot seat.
Yes, I'm sorry. Young Thug is also on a hot seat, and because his jailhouse conversations, the conversations he had while he was locked up with people on the outside, are being leaked.
Yeah.
And we were talking about also from a legal standpoint that, wow, can that happen? Can somebody just get all your personal conversations?
Like, damn.
And I told her, we found out that if you have certain credentials, that is all public record, that you can, if you know where to go and you have the right credentials, you can pull all that information and listen to hours and hours and hours, probably a boring conversation, but then Young Thug didn't have no boring conversation. He was talking about everything and everybody.
I know they told Diddy, don't you say a wonderful.
And that's the other thing that we said. Would this happen? I'm sure he was smart enough, and they told him, do not have any conversations that you wouldn't want everybody to hear at a later date on those very public prison phones.
Yeah.
Right. But Young Thug had a lot. Now, he was in there almost 2 years.
Yes. And he probably did not think these conversations were important to anyone.
Specifically, right. He was talking about
and being
people
gossipy.
Really kind of gossipy, right?
Yeah, it's being real bitch. Like, let's just put it out there. It's like me and Pam in the bedroom just chatting it up.
It's interesting that people equate gossiping and gossipiness with women because I feel
Men
like
do it.
men are some of the
Yes, they are.
biggest
Yes, it
gossipers.
are.
They love to spill
Yes,
the
it are.
tea to each other.
Yes, it
And
is.
so I do
Yes,
not
they
think that
do.
that is, and we could,
And they
yeah.
do not have to be gay to do it. I done seen
No.
straight men do it
Yes,
too.
men love some gossip.
Yes, they do.
Love some gossip.
Yes, they do.
So some of it was gossip, him just talking, or not even necessarily gossip, but him giving his feelings about certain people. But the thing, one of them that got a lot of publicity was a conversation with his girlfriend about Glorilla.
Right. Which is just being the things that he was saying about her, just being a mean girl. The conversation was just giving mean girl to me.
See, and I took it differently. Like, this a man in jail having a conversation with his girl. I believe
Trying to make his girl feel good.
Mariah, I believe she brought up Glow. And yeah, if you're not gonna be like, yeah, she bad, man.
Right.
Yeah, she alright. You ain't gonna be throwing her a bunch of flowers. She ain't you bad.
But then
She ain't
Mariah
you.
gave her props and was like, people say that she looked like
Rihanna.
Rihanna,
Yeah.
which is a prop.
It is a
'Cause
prop. Yeah.
Rihanna's bad.
But you know how girls be throwing. They say she cute. They say she look like Rihanna. What you gonna say?
First off,
You gonna say, baby, she ain't as fine as you.
no,
That's what I
first
know.
off, when we see a girl walk by and she got a little fatty, what we do? We both look.
Yeah.
Yeah. She got a fatty.
Got it, fatty.
But we have trust in our relationship
You got eyes. You're going to
look
see.
and see.
Yeah.
That's a relationship with no trust.
Well, again, he had been in jail at the time, and now based on all the things that have come out, there probably isn't much trust.
But there
left.
wasn't any trust.
Not much trust left.
Before him going to jail and while he's in jail.
So, besides him being on the hot seat, this allows me and Boo an opportunity for us to remind each other, because we never know, one of us could end up behind bars.
And which one would likely to go?
So let's watch the conversations that we're having if we ever find ourselves, locked up for an extended period of time. Let's keep those conversations brief and not too messy and gossipy. So, that young thug, he allows us all, it just allows ourselves to remind us of what to do, what not to do. And this is a man that's in his feelings, right?
Yeah.
This is a man that was behind. He's hurt.
He's in his feelings right now over this Gunna situation.
Yeah, he's hurt. I mean, and he had a great interview, and I thought it was wonderful how he talked about it. He kind of got it off his chest. He said, that's my brother. I love how they say brother.
Brother.
That's my brother.
Brother.
That's my brother. When I say I love my brother, you my brother, you my brother. But anyway, feelings get hurt. So it's all, you know what I mean? It's all relationship stuff. And I can side with Thug. I understand the feelings being hurt.
You
sometimes
side with Thug?
You being a little gossipy. No, not really. Not on the rat stuff, not all that. But I understand him being a little loose-lipped in jail. That's all I'm saying. People got to give him a little bit of break. He was, maybe talking a little bit too much. But he probably was bored in there.
He definitely
The jokes were
was
funny,
bored.
though. The jokes was like he clearly wasn't working out. He wasn't spending no time on the yard. All his time was spent on the phone. He ain't become Muslim. He didn't start reading. He didn't.
My stomach hurt.
Yeah, he didn't do any of, didn't get buffed. Didn't start working out. And
I know his stomach came home like really swollen.
He came home
and
like
that was all that
like he been
that
sitting,
process
sleeping.
That processed prison food just sat right there in his belly.
And on the phone. He was on the phone.
Even when he was in Lala, he still had that like little 3-4 month belly swollen right there.
I'm sure he's working on it. And it doesn't help that Gunna just is looking good.
Yo, when we saw Gunna, where did we see Gunna?
Oh,
Was it Roots?
yep, we saw him at Roots last year.
His body was amazing.
Yeah.
He looks healthy.
It's gotten better. Yeah, he's done a lot for his personal brand, gotten healthy. He has a brand like endorsement deal with Under Armour, I believe,
Wow.
which is dope. I mean, again, rappers, sport, it all
Yeah, it kind of
coincides
goes
and
together.
connects. And
Yeah.
so, shout out to Gunna who's doing his thing. He ain't let those rat claims or people talking about him slow him down. He be making great music. He looking
He
good.
turned it around.
He just doing his thing. So
Yeah.
shout out to him.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The next topic or segment is all the tea, but we changing it up.
Tell him what we doing. What we doing, boo?
So from now on, all the tea is going to really be all the tea. And all the tea is going to be about us. So usually we're doing all the tea and we're talking about other people. But from now on, all the tea is going to be about us individually or us as a couple, us as entrepreneurs.
Yeah, stuff that we've gone through, whether it be in our relationship, friendships, business, in our community. And I think it's a great way for people to get to know us a little bit better. And y'all get to see and learn more about who we are and why we do what we do. Right?
Yeah.
I think that'd be dope.
Yeah, it's going to show our vulnerable side of us. A lot of people just want to get to know us better, and so we decided to open up more.
I like that, babe. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to have a podcast and, you're going to talk about things, talk about what's going on in the world and our perspective, it helps to know who we are, where we came from, why we think the way we think, those type of things.
Yeah. And so today, I'm taking a deep breath in.
Deep breath.
Because we about to go deep. And we about to really open up. And this is new because I always tell people that I let you know as much as I want you to know. And it's true in social media. I mean, people always say, oh, I know Davon. And I say, you know what I allow you to know.
Absolutely.
And I'm truly going to let you in now.
Okay. What you gonna let them know, boo? What we talking about?
Well, everybody always says that, we're relationship goals and, couple goals. And we're going to open up and let them know that earlier this year, I didn't like this motherfucker today.
She didn't. She didn't like me at all.
I didn't like her ass at all.
No.
I definitely related to Michelle Obama when she said she didn't like Barack for 10 years. Nah, it wasn't 10 years.
That's a long time to not.
That's
like
a
that.
long time.
That's a long time.
It was a long time, but it was like the first quarter of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It started off a little rocky.
Yeah, it started off a little rocky. Yeah.
But there was a lot going on with us individually, personally, a lot going on professionally with our work.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that I think we needed sort of a reset. We each needed to individually sort of reset, rebalance, figure things out for ourselves. And then we had to come together and figure things out in terms of moving forward in a relationship and what that was going to look like and how we were going to, be able to be ourselves, but be good together, right?
Yeah, as a unit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. One thing I want to stress is that I didn't like her, but I always loved her. And I was still in love with her. And that's important. I didn't like her as a person, but I was still in love with her. I was willing to work at us, at what we had. I just didn't know how to fix it.
Mhm.
And I knew that we needed help. So I went to her and I said, we need help. We need to figure this out. And I said, I was already in therapy. I've been in therapy off and on since 2008. And I told her, you need individual therapy and we need couples therapy. And she agreed.
Mhm. I did. I'm glad I mean, you didn't just suggest it. You were like,
I
you
demanded
need
it.
therapy.
I
And
demanded it.
it was something like I was like, yeah, I do. I've been in therapy before. It had been a long time. But I said, you know what? I knew I wasn't feeling myself and being able to, be myself and express myself in a way that was, I think, effective. So I was very supportive of, yeah, let me get my own therapist, someone that I can kind of talk through things with. And then at the same time, almost simultaneously, we started couples therapy.
Yeah, it
Hmm.
started like almost immediately. It was
Hmm.
like I think you started therapy that week, and we started couples therapy probably the next week or
Yep.
something like that.
Yep. Hmm.
And both of the therapists end up being great for us.
Excellent. I mean, it's so
Black
important.
women.
Yeah, we knew what we want. We at least knew we wanted female, we wanted black. And we kind of started there, and it's such a industry that has grown, I mean, tremendously, I'm sure, since the pandemic and even before. So there are many options for you to find somebody that you can connect with and somebody that meets, some of the characteristics that you want in a therapist.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Pam goes to her therapist. She sees her therapist virtually,
Hmm.
and we go to in-person couples therapy.
Yeah, yeah, and it works out good. It's and sometimes you can feel like didn't you say we meant it about over? I can't remember the word, but it's sort of like you kind of have too much therapy,
Yeah,
right?
I forget what my individual therapist says, um, but because I'm in couples therapy, I don't see my individual therapist once a week. I see him every 2 weeks because I forget what he calls it, but it's basically you don't want to be over
Yeah,
therapy.
yeah, 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 yeah. Because it can be because
It's too much.
it's a lot. It can
Yeah,
be a lot, and if you really want to take the time to absorb it, to be able to put the tools to use, if you got too much coming at you, it could be overwhelming, and maybe you don't do any of it well. So
right.
but yeah, it's been really great for us, and we were going every week
For
for a
couples
while.
therapy,
We've
yeah.
been going every week, probably throughout the whole summer. And the good news is we just recently graduated
Yes.
to twice a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Mm,
Yesterday
mm,
we
mm,
go
mm,
every
mm.
Thursday. Well, we was going every Thursday at 3 p.m. And she said, you two need to come every 2 weeks now on Thursday at 3 p.m. You are doing the work.
She said, I think y'all doing good now, and that, you know, I want y'all to have time to sort of, put things into practice. And you, if you don't have a lot going on, then you kind of start making up stuff. It's like we're going to therapy this week, so let's figure out, what we got to talk about. But we're in a good spot. We're communicating well. We're listening well, taking each other's feelings into consideration,
Validating.
validating. Yeah, I think we're on a great path. We're feeling good. We're in a good spot. So she said, yeah, maybe every other week now instead of every week.
Yeah. And from there, then she graduates us to once a month.
Hmm.
And then she graduates us out.
Yeah,
And I like that, we have a plan of action.
yeah. I think, and we really like our therapist. She connects well with us individually as well as
Yes.
collectively. Just got a great spirit, and so yeah, I think we did the hard work. We and we made it through,
Yeah.
which is important.
Yeah, I mean, and so basically, when you see a couple online and they look quote unquote perfect, right? You see us, we're going to dinners, right? We're on vacation, we have businesses, the pictures look perfect, right? All of that looks great, right? But you still have to put in the work. Nothing is perfect, right?
Yeah,
And
that's not reality.
that's not the
Right.
reality at all.
I mean, we have a great time now. We
We
going out
do.
eating good and having fun, and yeah,
And our therapist says that we're great at fun, and
yeah,
we are great at fun. When we are good, we're amazing, but when we're bad, it's not good. But it's not many times that we're bad, and when we got into that rut, we did not know how to get out of that rut,
hmm,
because it's not many times that we get into a rut like that, and it just confuses us, like, how did we get here and we don't know how to get out of it.
right, yeah. But I would say that the whole anybody looking from the outside at any relationship and thinking it's perfect, that's, I mean, that's just not reality. That's
No, it's not.
no relationship, no friendship, no nothing is perfect. There's
No.
except except Coco.
Even Coco is not perfect.
My relationship with Coco is perfect because she's
Yeah,
perfect.
right.
She's a perfect baby. But you know what I mean? Like it's. I think we just in this space where you're right. People see something from a distance or see it on the gram or on Facebook, and the reality is that if people look happy and they really are happy, they doing a lot of work likely behind the scenes. You know.
Yeah, people go to a corner, a clean corner in their room to make a social media post. And you're like, oh my God, that's such a perfect post. And the rest of the room is disgusting
Yeah.
and dirty.
Right.
Like, you just have to understand what the perspective is.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, so yeah, we're going to be sharing more about ourselves, about our journey,
Yes.
and our relationship journey, the good, the bad, the ugly. Yeah,
Yeah.
but luckily it's not a lot of ugly, which is good.
Thank God.
Thank God. But yeah, and just help you guys hear a little bit more about us and some of the things that we've tried and that we've gone through, and maybe that'll help you, or maybe not. But we're gonna share.
Yeah, I mean, and hopefully it helps you. I mean,
I think so.
yeah.
We'll see.
All right, let's get into our next segment, and that is the last call.
Ooh, yeah, we got a hot topic that happened in our city not
I
too long ago.
know, in the scariest city in the world.
Yeah, if you're not from Chicago, you probably hear that this is the most dangerous and most violent city in all of
Oh
America.
God, please stop with the narrative. I hate that Donald Trump is pinning us to be the most scariest city in the world. I love my city, Chicago. It's
Hmm.
beautiful. Come and visit.
Yes, there's this is a great city, definitely, and it definitely is not. It's not even in the top 10 of for the most violent cities in
Please
America.
Google
Yeah, do your homework.
do your homework. It's not in the top 10 of the most
Mm,
violent cities in the world.
no, we're
Do
not.
not let that man fool you. Oh no.
Don't let them fool you.
Oh no.
Um, but anyway, there is stuff that goes down in this city, and we are a conceal and carry city.
Yes.
We believe in our Second Amendment rights, as do a lot of people here in the state of Illinois. And so here, if you go through the proper training, you can get a conceal and carry license, which allows you to carry your firearm with you.
Yes.
Now, it doesn't mean you can carry it into any place. There are a lot of
Rules and
establishments
regulations.
that will show a picture of a firearm with an extra and will let you know government property, schools, libraries, people even in their home.
Right.
Anybody can put up a sign. Bars, restaurants can
Telling
say
you do
none of
not
that
bring your
here.
gun in there, and
Yeah.
then you just go and put your gun back in your car,
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
lock it up
Yeah.
safely,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's it.
But we did have a very sad incident which happened a few weeks ago, actually not very far from where we live,
Yes.
where a young woman unalived another young woman.
So sad.
It sounds like there was a common child's father involved, and the two girls were arguing, and one of them pulled out a firearm and shot the other. And
And she had a license to carry.
she did have a conceal and carry license. And as opposed to getting, we don't want to get deep into that case. It
Right.
was a very sad case, and it'll go through the legal procedures and whatnot. But we talk about it all the time because Davon will be working soon on getting her conceal and carry
Well, I
license.
have my firearm
Yeah, yeah,
license,
yeah.
and now I'm working on getting my conceal and carry.
Yes. And one of the things that they make it clear in the class is that, carrying a firearm, it just comes with so much responsibility. You clearly have to know not only how to use it, but you need to understand the laws, and when you can legally use it and not use it. And they tell you once you pull it out, you can't put it back in.
Right.
So it's one of those things is, it's a privilege, and I'm happy that I live in a state where I am allowed to exercise my Second Amendment to feel protected in my home or if I'm out and about. But I also know that there's so much responsibility that comes with it, and it can really turn badly for me if I were to just whip my firearm out, not be prepared to use it, not have practiced, not understand what legally I am or am not allowed to do. Like there's just a lot that goes along with it. And so it's just one of the things that we wanted to talk about, because I think people just think, oh, well, Chicago's the wild, wild west, and people out here, running around with guns. And there are a lot of people that illegally, young people, older people, whoever, that illegally have firearms. But there are a lot of people that
That
legally
legally have
firearms.
firearms as well.
And so it should give people pause. If you want to commit a crime and
Yes.
you're gonna run up on somebody, and you want to run into their home, or pull them out of their car or steal something from them, just know that in this city there are a lot of people, whether it be legally or illegally,
That
that'll
has
carry the firearm.
firearms.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of our home, on the glass of our window, it has a sign that says, "This home is protected."
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
people have firearms. It just
Mm-hmm.
let you know if you are thinking about running up in this house to rob us, your mama might be putting your face on a t-shirt at the funeral. You're not going to leave this house alive. Trust me. It's always going to be me
Mm-hmm.
against you. I'm going to come home
Mm-hmm.
to my family.
That's the plan, always.
I'm going to come home to be Melody's grandmother at all times.
That's the plan.
I am not worried about your family if you have the intention to hurt me.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And there are a lot of people out there that don't mean you
Any
or us,
harm.
that don't mean us any good either.
Right.
And so, we're glad that we have the ability to protect ourselves, particularly in our home, because
Right.
that's
Definitely.
where where
That's
it's
when
most important for us.
that's when it's definitely
Yes.
all bets is off.
Now, if you're out in the street, like
Then
this situation that
yeah,
happened
then
in
it's a little
Chicago here,
tricky.
this is going to be a tricky one. I mean, both people were not armed. The young lady that was killed was not armed, as far as we know. So it doesn't mean that you can just whip your gun out and shoot people if you're, if
But
you're
she
in an
was arrested
altercation.
and then she was let out. So we don't know what happened in that situation. And
They're probably still investigating and still figuring
yeah,
out what really happened. But it was just one of those reminders because it happens here so much in the city. I think a couple years ago or last year, there was a woman was just walking down the street on the south side in Chatham, and he tried to rob her. She was an
yeah,
off-duty police officer, and she pulled out a gun and shot him multiple times, and so that didn't go well for him. And he just looked at her as a victim, just a
yeah,
woman,
because she's a woman.
broad daylight, walking down the street, minding her own business. And she let him know. She even told him multiple times,
Yeah,
I have a gun, I have a gun. And he just felt like he could overpower her. So there are many situations in this city all the time where violence or people that mean to do you harm, where that's being met with resistance, legal resistance.
oh, what about the woman that was across, sitting in the car across from the building,
Yeah, in one
and
of our
those young
buildings.
boys rolled up on her,
Yeah, and she conceal and carry holder.
and she was in her car.
She had a firearm in her car, and these were young boys, like
Yeah, 14,
14,
15
15
years
years old.
old.
Yeah, and one of them didn't make it. She was not robbed. She ended up firing back, and his friends ran off. But
And
one of
left
them,
them there to die.
yeah. So it's sad. But luckily for that woman, she was in a spot where she was able to protect herself, and so thank God for her. Thank
Yeah,
God that she was able to do that. So you just, again, you got to know the laws of the state that you have your conceal and carry license in, and then there are laws in terms of where you can take your firearm. So in some instances where states have sort of reciprocity, I believe they
yeah, you
call it,
can carry it from
you
state to
can,
state.
yeah. Now again, if it's in a plane, it's a different situation versus if it's in a car. You really just have to educate yourself. You really have to go out and practice shooting.
Yes, we
we
like going to the
we
range.
highly recommend that.
Big
Practice.
shout out to Eagle Shooting Range on Wednesdays is ladies half price.
Eagle Sports Range. Yeah, that's one of the
Hmm.
places that we go. And you can go and practice, feel safe, that you can get instruction. You can practice with different types of firearms. So if you have one and you're thinking about getting another one or getting a different type, you can
You need
use
to
them and
know the
practice
different
with them.
kind of bullets you need to use.
Yeah, all of that. It's a lot of good information that
Yeah.
you can get at the range. A lot of knowledgeable people, and just always we would say just educate yourself before
And
you take
always
that
have
off.
a good safe
Yeah, that's
to
critical.
lock up your firearm in your home.
Absolutely, especially if you have children
Definitely.
around or anybody in your home. You want to make sure that it's protected and that it's locked up. Yeah.
That's right.
All right.
Well, I think that was good and that covered
We had a lot of
everything.
deep topics today.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Think we're going to end it up?
Yeah, I think
All
this
right.
was
I
it.
think the
This was good.
grandmas end up and took care of everything for the day.
I think Grandma's checked everything off the box
I
for
think we
today.
checked everything off the box today.
Okay. All right.
All right, now we're going to end the show.
Like we normally do.
All right.
Okay.
Well, keep your head on the swivel.
Don't smoke nothing you ain't rolled.
All right. Understand the laws of the state that you're going to carry your firearm.
Absolutely. That is very important. Not only to educate yourself on the laws, but to educate yourself on how to carry it properly, how to use it properly, and how to store it properly.
That's right. And until next time, peace.
See y'all.
See you. Follow us on YouTube at Two Dope Ass Grandmas and engage with our content. Join our community, subscribe, like, share, and comment. Listen to our podcast on all your favorite platforms you listen to podcasts. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Two Dope Ass Grandmas. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram at I Am Day Madison. And follow PJ on TikTok and Instagram at she is underscore PJ.